Hello, and welcome to my next video on making money in the rideshare business. This is RideShare Mike, and today I want to share with you some tips on how to increase your tips and your ratings while working in the rideshare business. Tips are given to drivers voluntarily by the rider. They are not under any obligation to give you any tips. Riders add tips in the app and also give cash. I'm often surprised to see how other drivers are not doing these things. I see them driving dirty cars, allowing the riders to put luggage in the trunk by themselves, and I would highly doubt their cars smell good and that the windows are clean. This is costing them money. Aren't they working the rideshare business to make money? Or maybe they don't think they'll get much in tips if they do these things. Look, we're in the service business. We're supposed to service our riders. When we go into a restaurant, do we clean the table, get our food when it's ready, serve our own drinks, and then clean our table when done? No, of course not. Even cafeterias provide more service than that. Tips can pay for gas, oil changes, transmission service, car washes, and more. All you have to do is follow some of these simple tips. Keep your car clean, especially the windows. If your rider can see out the windows clearly, they will usually think of the car as being clean. I carry microfiber towels to clean windows, touch up doors and door handles, and sometimes I'll even wipe down the entire car. Usually I'll run through the $4 car wash once a week to do a little more thorough job and vacuum the floor. As a result, I receive a lot of compliments on the car. Keep the car smelling clean. I regularly use a spray-on leather cleaner on my seats, which not only keeps my car smelling like new leather, but also keeps them clean and protected. I get a lot of compliments on how nice my car smells. Of course, I have leather seats in order to qualify for Uber Comfort rides. Open doors when possible and safe to do so, especially when someone needs to get into the third row. Oftentimes they need help with this, and this will prevent them from climbing over the seats. Always assist them in loading their luggage. This will also prevent bumper damage. Riders don't usually care as much about your car as you do. They have other things on their minds, so they really appreciate the help. Also, sometimes you may need to lay down the third row. This is something you do not want them to have to do. Be friendly and smile. Welcome riders into the car. Call them by their name and tell them your name, even though they already know it. And always ask how they're doing. If they're headed for the airport or a restaurant, remind them about IDs and cell phones. They often forget these and appreciate the reminder. Try not to discuss religion or politics unless they bring up a subject and you happen to agree. But even then, you are almost certain to disagree in some areas. So try to avoid subjects that can cause tension. It's usually best not to say much about anything unless they're making conversation. Your comments should be short, complimentary, and minimal. Play calm music at low volume, unless they ask to turn it up or down. I usually play Seriously Sinatra on XM radio, and I get a lot of compliments from this station. Point out the temperature controls in case they're too warm or too cold. If you don't have temperature controls in the back seat, offer to change the temperature for them. Always have charging cables for their phones. I have one iPhone cable that works for all iPhones and 2 different Android cables. When the ride is finished, help with their luggage, check the seats for personal items left behind, and wish them a great day. Tips account for an average of 10% of my pay. The more special I make them feel, the more I will earn in tips and the better ratings they will give me. 10% may not sound like much, but it can easily add up to a car payment, rent, or even a mortgage payment if you're doing this full time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if it was helpful to you, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for your time, and God bless. See you next time.